All right, welcome everyone. And today we are on a Tuesday. Tuesday in this particular session, which is happening exactly live at morning 7 o'clock. This is called as Dum Mastery. Dum matlab muh band, kaam chalu. Enough of all the other things that has happened, but let's get into the business point. This is a very highly scientifically designed process which looks very simple from outside. You might not know many things which is happening, so we always advise, by the way, if you're watching this video on YouTube or Facebook, this is probably something that can give you a different kind of a taste, because this session is not for learning. I repeat, it is not for entertainment, it is not for learning, it is the doing of things. People come here to practice, and if you're watching this for the first time, you might get some other kind of feeling. This video is not edited. This video is live straight with people, और ये करने के लिए और ये चलाने के लिए और पब्लिश करने के लिए गट्स होना चाहिए. And I take the ownership of all the people who are here. They are already aware. If there is a mistake, if there is a good things, these are all learnings, and we will be connecting to only the learnings part today. So far, okay? So if you are watching this for the first time, Dhamma Mastery is a ritual. This is uh, this is a ritual. There are many sects of cultures and rituals are there. This is also called as silence. Okay, this is the highest form of yogic kriya that one can think of, is to keep their mouth shut and get the things done. In this entire session, we do not do anything kind of a manifestations or affirmations or any such kind of kriyas. We do purely three things in this morning. Dhammastra is divided into 9 parts, if you do not know. We are right now going to do one or two of them. Usually, it starts with anti-procrastination. Dum Mastery is a particular timing is there. I'm doing this from last more than 15, 20 years. How it is helping you? This will help you in all the sectors of your 9 dimensions of human life. That includes your health, wealth, relationship, business, productivity, spirituality, and many other things. Dumb Mastery has been designed with the core concepts which are connected to the main three skills that I believe are the most essential skills of a human life in the existing world. These are skill to search. Unfortunately, there is no school which can teach you how to search. No one can teach you. In fact, even I can't teach you search, but there is a framework to do that, and that is only possible when you understand the principles of the ancient Indian sciences. The second skill, again, it is a different kind of a skill, which is called a skill to communicate. For communication, it is not about coming on stage and giving some lectures or writing some nonsense and publishing it on the book platforms and claiming yourself as the best writer. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the first level. I strongly feel you cannot communicate if you cannot think. अगर आप सोच नहीं सकते तो communicate कर भी नहीं पाओगे. For thinking, you need patience. Correct? There is no other way. Yes, hello. But patience and thinking के बीच में आता है observations, and that is connected to not only your 6 senses. Yes, we have got 6 senses, but your willingness to listen, willingness to learn, willingness to absorb, and willingness to observe things in details. वो ठहराव चाहिए होता है. For patience, you need to sit down quietly, and you need to be in a particular posture, particular body language. Only then it is possible. There are many people who come to me for learning different things, but it is all starts with the first thing is, are you willing to listen, or you are just here to scroll up? So this session is not for people who are scrolling up or scrolling sideways. This session is not to be seen by people who are right now into a flow of entertainment. This session is not for people who wants faster, quicker, instant things. No, this is the highest level of mastery that you can think of. For that, you can do. Why I'm talking about? My name is Dr. Amit. In the last 1 year, only with 19 plus people, we have closed more than 357 crores plus of business. I'm talking about 2020 to 23. 23, 24 is a different number. And 24, 25, I'm still looking at the right people to work along. Today is the Tuesday of this particular week. Every week we have a theme. The theme of this week is called as automation, beyond automation. And yesterday we identified certain things that people love to automate, and people shared their points. Today, we will go a little bit different. This is not a learning session again, but this is something which is a very deep realization. I thought of giving you a cycle today, a cycle which is broken down into a couple of parts. I'll give you everything on a step-by-step process. Why I am sharing with you all this powerful things absolutely free of cost? Because I am still trying to find out those people who can actually do this and come back to me. You earn it, then you come back to me. Um, Today, being a Tuesday, this is a day where we call it as the mode of understanding. This is where the purpose is connected to your thought process. In this particular day, Tuesday, okay, the Dum Mastery is divided into one part or two parts. The first part we usually do, which is called as anti-procrastination pill, where we have got four questions, and if you have not done it, please do it right away with me. Okay, I'll give you like 2 minutes to do this. First question: what is that one thing is the most important and the most urgent thing that you have to do? Make a note of it and keep it aside, because if you have a distraction in your brain, you cannot work with the 100% efficiency. Are you guys with me? Hello? Okay, keep write it and keep it aside. Number two, write the time when you want to finish these things. Number three, find out the duration. Identify. It is okay. You might identify, might be keep a buffer of around some time also. So keep it off. Any work that takes more than 5 hours is not a work, it is a big project. Okay. Any task which is taking more than 1 hour, it is no longer a task. It is something that you have to do. It's a big one. So the best thing is how to climb a mountain step by step. So the fourth question is break it down into 3 to 5 pointers. If it has got more than 13 to 14 points, it is no longer a task. It's a project. You have to sit down and do it, right? So the best thing is divide it into mini skills. For example, today I am supposed to connect with somebody. We have a session here. I am planning for that. This session is called as Mantle. Mantle is the highest level of programs that I do, which is costing as 15 lakh rupees for 7 sessions. And it is very, very intense, and it is usually done with people who are earning at least minimum 6 lakhs to 10 lakhs per month as a profit, and not as a revenue. And we have a session like this. So I have to meet this gentleman today. So there is a lot of preparation here. There is a lot of paperwork. So I need to break it down. So when I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that at 11 o'clock. How much time does it take? It's going to take around 45 minutes for me to assemble all the things. Good. Now you got this. Three things done. The fourth thing, break it down into 4 parts or 5 parts. So this is going to be done in a studio, which is there in my office. I sit with people who are from ITC, Jubilant, ONGC. Those are the kind of people I sit with. So it will be done on an office setup, which has been, there will be live cameras and all. So there are things. So I have already visualized those things which is going to happen. Now, let's break it down. So I need the camera crew. I need the setup crew. So these all things has to be done. So the second part is all the paperwork and documentations and the slides. It is just for one guy for just one meeting. Okay. And the third thing is there is an overall outcome is already been preset. For all that, there are documentation systems, legal systems, and processes has been done. This entire meeting is going to be not more than 2 hours. And for that, the last one is this entire thing has to be recorded, uploaded, and we are keeping it in a secret files. Now you got this. So how do I break it down? It depends upon how much clearly I know the subject. So that was anti-procrastination pill. You can do it in less than 30 seconds. You just need a piece of paper. If you do not do, what happens is if you try to keep everything here, listen to this. Our brain is not designed to store data. Our brain is designed to compile things, be creative, and we have got certain limited part of the storage part. Maximum part of the things are designed for helping you to survive in a much more better way. Creative ways to conduct certain things, right? So today we are going to the second part. This is what is called as anti-procrastination pill, which is the first part of Dum Mastery. The second part of Dum Mastery is called as idea mastery. Okay. By the time you are here, I will get a completely a different things. If you are traveling, if you are watching this video, please stop somewhere and do this along with us. In the idea mastery, I give you a question and you have to answer in 5, 6, 10 points. And while answering, this is all your personal answers. We ask you to write the answers in the chat. Usually, we try to give you a link where you can fill it up as a a form, and that can be seen. But today we are going it in a different way. Um, Tuesdays, we add purpose to a thought or ideas. Any idea plus purpose. Idea is just a concept. When you give a purpose, now it becomes more powerful. It becomes a directional thing. What we are going to learn today in the purpose of the theme, which is called as automation. Yesterday we did automation, and I said, like, in your life, what are the areas that you want to automate? And people have given so many things. I want to automate this, that, all this, blah, blah. And the second question was, why do you want to automate? Because they said they need time. All right. Someone saying, no, I need some space. I need some speed. I need efficiency. I need to reach faster. They have different purpose. So they have actually done today's work yesterday itself. And when I asked, what are you going to do with the free time? Now people started thinking, oh, yeah, I have not thought of it. Hello? Yes, that's what happened yesterday. Right. Today, I'm going to give you a cycle. And then we're going to figure out what to call this. So the cycle goes like this. Okay. Um, if you guys are here, just people who are watching this live, just give me a yes if you are able to see my things. Okay, good. Uh, there will be some writing coming here and here. Okay, keep a watch. Most of the writings will be here. So the first thing that I would like to tell you is people will never do things unless and until there is a trigger. So the first thing I would like to call it as trigger. Okay, this trigger can be anything, a movie, somebody, anything that can be a trigger. This trigger is not in our control. Now let me tell you a very powerful Indian, Vedic science. When, okay, I want all of you guys, if you're watching this video, just touch your heart and say, I. This is you. Okay? I. That means you are an alive entity. Yes? Hello? All of us? Good. Number two, you are doing some task. Dada, no, I am not doing some task. I'm just sitting and listening. Yes, listening is a task. Dada, I'm just sleeping. Okay, sleeping is a task. So you and the task, you cannot be separated. Am I making sense? You cannot separate this. Number three, the task has an intensity. Okay, Dada, I'm sleeping. Okay, Dada, I'm sleeping very deep. Okay, so there is an intensity. I'm reading. I am reading in a much more deeper way. Awesome, lovely. Okay, I'm reading something. I'm reading something in a much more powerful, much more focused way. So every task has a focus. Hello, and these three things you cannot separate. So you, the task, and the intensity of the task you cannot separate. So far, okay? Hello. Yes, you cannot separate. The fourth thing is the environment. Even if you go to space, the space is an environment. Okay, so we have a madam, Sunita madam. She is there in the space from last so many months. So there is a space, there is an environment around. You are there sitting in your house. Someone might be outside, someone might be traveling outside, but there is still a space. These are the four things which you cannot change. You are already there. You cannot separate. I will not say you cannot change. You cannot separate. But the fifth one is the deadly thing, which is not under anyone's control, which is called as the trigger. This trigger is the point where things start moving. For example, you are going on a street. Suddenly you saw a nice picture, or you heard a nice photo, or you smelled some nice dish, and you are going from A to B. Suddenly you turned and you went to A to C. Hello, has it happened with you guys? Right? This is exactly as marketers what we do. We call it as hooks. We create hooks, right? So these triggers, this can be man-made, God-made, or something else. Okay, this is man-made or God-made. Trigger is the first thing that makes you to change, that makes you to good or bad, I don't care, but that gives you certain things to change. Um, the trigger gives you something which I call it as inception. What is inception? Inception is anything to do with your organizations, compilations, thought processes, things. You look at this. Okay, there is a beautiful dress. What if I wear that dress? Oh, that's a nice car. What if I get that car? Has it happened with you guys? Hello, all of us. It has happened with us, right? So you have this inception. Inception is the organized structure of thinking, and when this inception gets into your connections, that means you start looking yourself as a protagonist, as an hero of this entire thing. Oh, what if I have this? What if I can give this? What if I, me, my, if this all things comes in here, only then you get something called as intention. Okay, intention. And this intention can be wish, desire, dream, hope, longing, anything, love, liking, whatever the way. This is the first step of you doing something. All these things is mental. It's all brain. After this is the body. Hello? Are you getting this? So far, it is the brain. It is the brain working. Today's look at the digital era. Those people who call themselves as the digital guys. Okay. Uh, I do not know how much they understand psychology, but they have to learn this. A digital marketer today, or any marketer, or anyone, whoever is into this business process, if you do not understand this, the business is never going to be there. Okay, you need to learn this. I can't help it. So only learning, oh, I will learn a little bit of Facebook, I will learn how to do this. No, if you do not have this basics, you will never learn this. Why I'm sharing with you this learning? Because this is a revision also for you. Okay. Um, Only when you have the intention to a highest level or a threshold, when your body is really moving it to press that button, to take out the wallet, to go somewhere, to call somebody, this change is now the body's energy goes into the body moves here. So here you take a step. This is done by the next part called as implementation, right? Okay. So I'll just move in this side. This is called implementation. Okay. Um, all right. So I'm just putting it on this side. So once this implementation is done, that means you are doing something. Only after you have taken a step, only after you have purchased the product, or you have touched and felt the product, something you have done this in a bodily, that means physically you are doing all these things. Only then you can get two things. You will get experience. Yes or no? There is no other way you can get an experience. Okay, you don't get experience by seeing a trailer. Huh? Yes or no? You get something. So experience is only after implementation, and partial implementation is called as perspective. Okay, so this is a new word for you, perspective. Perspective or point of vision. Okay, point of view. Perspective is of those guys who have done, or who have partially done, we have got some kind of a sense, but they do not know the entire thing together. Maximum business is done using these three or four parts. Most of the businesses, most of the marketing, most of the advertising, most of anyone, whether they are marketing geeks or even some guruji, swamiji, whatever, they have to do this. Without this, it is impossible. And I'm not talking about a result. I'm talking about experience. Now, the result can be good, bad, whatever, but they will always have an experience. Only when you get into this experience, only then you can realize, right? Realize. You will realize certain things. Realizations. In real time, you call yourself as a lie with a visualization technique, right? Otherwise, it is not possible. So that's one of the things that I would like to share with you guys first. Realization is the only thing that makes you to either buy the product one more time, or go to the person one more time, or put another effort or a new way. Now you want to implement it in a much more deeper, ways. Other than that, it is not possible. So what happens after realization? So let's go to the next page. Okay. After realization, there are certain things that can happen. Okay. If the realization is good, if it's something you liked it, you tasted it, let's say it is a nice food, you tasted it, and you want to do it more. So the first part is more. This can be positive, acceleration. Okay. So that is the first thing that you can think of. Okay. If you like something good, if you don't like it, so you have got options called as slow down, pause, or stop. Yes, hello, are you there with me? Right? Only after realization you can do two things. So this is point number one, this is point number two. Okay. And then comes the third one. You go neutral. Okay, no realizations, nothing. I'm as is. Okay, this neutral is a very sad stage. We'll talk about that later. So when you accelerate something, okay, when you do something good, so here there is an emotion which is happening. So here, in terms of science, we have got some funny hormones that works here. When you slow down and pause and stop, there are some other hormones works. These are hormones which gives you some kind of energy to do certain things. These are also hormones that gives you different kind of energies. Okay, when you slow down certain things, when you slow down means you don't like to consume, you dislike it, you want to discontinue that, and now you are slowly taking a pause. Hello, right? And then comes the other things. This is the one of the steps. The next step is to carry forward this. If you like it, you want to buy it. If you don't like it, you hate it. Yes or no? You start hating that thing, or you don't like that thing. You start negative comments. How many of you guys have seen people doing 3-star and 5-star in a food things, or in things that you purchase in Amazon, Flipkart, or something like that? Hello, have you seen that? Okay, why did they do that? It is a post-purchase attribute. It's a post-purchase process. 5-star. Oh, I love that product. 5-star. Why? I'm sharing to the world that I'm enjoying this product. I love that product. Feedback, testimonial, recommendations. These are all here. Yes. Hello. Good. Now, commenting, negative commenting, all these complaints, grievances. These are all comes at this point. Yeah, that's the point it comes in, right? This is the point. Are you getting this? Both the cases, there is a check, there is a checkpoint. Okay, there is a checkpoint where you like to rectify, repair, rehearse, anything. And these checkpoints are called as monitors. Monitor. You monitor that. Okay, what is going high? What is not? No, इसमें थोड़ा सा salt ज़्यादा चाहिए. No, this is not good. Okay, this should be something like this. I need that. So you have your own things, own personalized structures. So only when you monitor, only then you can analyze, right? If you don't monitor, you cannot analyze. Only when you analyze, you can use your personalizations or customizations, right? And when you customize again your thoughts, your processes, you are back to square one. You are giving a new trigger. And this cycle continues. How many of you guys found this very powerful? If you understand how to create a trigger, you might not learn anything about marketing. If you just know how to create a trigger, how to get them inception level, and how to create that intention. If you know this part, you know how to increase that energy. You know how to make people implement. Might be a simple sample, might be a simple taste, might be help them to come to a showroom or come to the site visit. This implementations and give them that amazing experience. They will realize that this is something which is good for them or bad for them, and that will accelerate this. And in complex marketing and complex businesses, this is what we do. We accelerate this part of connecting to our product and our services more, and we slow down and pause and stop and give negative attributes for them for competitive products and other things. How many of you guys found this powerful? Today's session is actually over. So when you learn this cycle, this is something, uh, it is not something that you learn from your mother. This is something that you can do learn it's an acquired talent. You can learn all these things. There are system process hacks, frameworks. This is all the marketing part. The other part is the closing attributes. When you learn all these things and you know exactly, technically you don't have to close the deal. You don't have to close anything. You don't have to persuade anything, whether it is a political party, or whether it is a movement, whether it is a big establishment, whether it is a multinational company, or whether you are just somebody who is starting your company, or whether you are just a startup, or whether you are just somebody who is a freelancer and you want to take this forward. Boom. Everything is easy. So आज का सेशन यहीं तक रखते हैं. Okay, this is not a learning session again. All these pointers that I told you is a cyclic format. In Dumb Mastery, we use all these things to trigger all these 9 different steps. Why nine different steps? These are the nine energies. There is only nine energies are there. These energies you will understand, you know, when you use, ancient Indian sciences. For example, Navratri. I don't know if you know this. Navratri, we worship nine energies. It starts with Devi Shalyaputri and it goes till the Dashera, where we worship the Devi Durga as well. So these energies are required. Energies from triggering, energies to conquer all these things. And if I tell you, all these things are already been done, dusted by our ancestors thousands of years back. There is nothing called marketing. It is all done. There is nothing called as human psychology. This is all there. You don't have to discover, because the depth of informations what we have in our ancient religions. I'm just one, probably a very small minuscule guy, trying to do this every day, practicing all these things every day. All these nine steps are there, divided into four prahars in a day. I don't know if you know this. You can use the same thing. There are certain day you can do certain things. That's why my flagship programs called as fest. If you guys are new and if you do not know, fest, finance excellence strategy technocrats, where we help people how to close deals faster in less than 37 days. This is also a reason why 37 days. Look, in 37 days, if you multiply it by 24 hours, you will get 888 hours. Correct? According to Bhagavad Gita, a person should sleep only for 6 hours. Okay, other than the old people, the kids, pregnant ladies, or diseased people, everyone needs to sleep only for 6 hours. I'm not telling this. Bhagavad Gita says about this. Please Google it out if you do not know. And that is one of the places where God himself is talking about. And I'm talking about the God who himself says, I am the goddamn God. Right? And I'm not the messenger, I'm not the son, I'm not anyone things, I am the bloody God. I am talking to you. He says certain things. So 6 hours if you sleep for 37 days, and if you multiply it, you will get 222 hours. Right? Hello? Yes? And what is the time that is left? If you see, the time is 666. And if anyone tries to find out this 666 number, please go to Google and check it out. You will find this number is called as the number of the beast. Yeah, it's called as the beast number. If you do not know this, let me tell you this. Uh, every atom, every molecule has a positive and a negative. Yes or no? That means in the entire galaxy, there is a positive and a negative, right? So if positive is the God element, then the negative will be the beast element or the devil element. Yes or no? And that has to be connected. That's why, what is God? God is, in my terms, the God, the person who will be taken as a God, the guy who can generate an idea, organize and optimize the solution, deliver and deploy the results to help the community to be a better place. Yes or no? You will take that guy as a God. And that is only possible in business. No leader can take the country forward. It is only the business guys who make a difference. Actually, it is the business guys are the saviors. Business guys are the doctors. They only solve the problem by doing something actually. There is no other way. Yes, you have a bad road, there is a business who is maintaining that road. Yes or no? You have a bad internet, there is somebody who is going to mend that thing. It is beyond emotions. So I think that is a God level. But God needs an energy. The energy comes from the beasts. That's why in my flagship programs, when we do sessions, it is done on a particular day. Yes, on a particular time. Why? The energy of your body is directly connected. So what we are doing in this Dum Mastery is just a small ritual of this entire thing, where we are it is a everyday sadhana. Everyday sadhana. Only thing is, I don't make you sit like this. Yeah, I don't make you breathe. I know, if you need to run breathing, please check your bank account. If you get a heart attack, oh my God, you are breathing good. I think everyone should check their bank account early morning, right? You should be spending money. Yeah. The problem is not about uh, savings. The problem is about earnings. And that's why there is only one skill. The third skill is called as skill to close a deal. If you can close a deal, this is the only thing that will help you to change for the betterment. Yes or no? You'll be able to buy medicines for the people who are suffering. You will be able to buy entertainment for the people who are there with you. You'll be able to buy the food, shelter, roti, kapra, makan, electric bill, home bill. Everything can be nullified only when you close a deal. There is no other way. I'm not talking about those senseless rascals who talk about lottery based, luck based kind of things. No, I'm talking about the real thing, beyond all scope, all learnings. What will happen if you learn a great things, if you have a great product, but if you do not know how to close a deal? It is like diamond in your pocket and nothing is there. Yes or no? You are still hungry. So with that, I will rest my case today. Um, Let me know how the session is. What are your realizations? What are the implementation of it? How are you going to implement this today? So just to give you an insight so that you understand, okay, if you need to grow in life, then what kind of triggers you should absorb and what kind of triggers you should give it to other people? Hello? Did you get my point? How are you going to inceptionize this entire thing, or how are you going to help other people to look at your product or your services? Number three, intention. What is your intention? If your intention is not to serve, then sorry, you will become dinosaur, you will become extinct. There is no other way. There is no other way. You have to serve somebody. Are you guys with me? There is no other way, boss. Whether you serve with your physical power, whether it's mental power or spiritual power, some goddamn place you have to serve. Like how I'm serving you guys. So if you are watching this video, if you feel like okay, you can serve me back, good. Give a thumbs up, comment, share, connect with those people. That will be a great thing. Okay, let's hear from the people here. So I will just change my screen from here. Go ahead. So I want you guys who are participating, just type in I and share your realizations for a minute. Okay. And let me know where are you going to use this cycle. Yeah. So who wants to go first? Go ahead.
हाँ जी दादा। ये सेशन आज का जो ना बड़ा सूक्ष्म सेशन है ये। और अभी हम लोग समझेगा कि ट्रिगर को जो है ना, ट्रिगर क्या चीज़ होता है। और धीरे धीरे जो ना ट्रिगर से जो सो हम लोग का इंसेप्शन इंसेप्शन से फिर हम लोग का जो इंटेंशन कैसे बनता है, और लास्टली किसी भी चीज़ को हम लोग को अपलिफ्ट करने के लिए इन सारे एक्सपीरियंस से होकर गुजरना होगा। जब तक एक बार हम सारी चीज़ से गुजर नहीं जाएंगे, तब तक हम उसमें जैसे चेंजेस नहीं कर सकते हैं, उसको मॉडिफिकेशन नहीं कर सकते हैं। और हम जो चाहे उस चीज को अपलिफ्ट करना, वो सारा चीज नहीं कर सकते हैं। इन सारा प्रोसेस को एक बार फॉलो करके हमको गुजरना होगा, तभी हम उसको अच्छी तरह से जान सकते हैं।
Okay, good realization. So I think the best thing that you guys can do if you are struggling with generating business leads, then start giving triggers. Write hooks. If you do not know how to write hooks, I have a system called as Copywriters Club. You can connect with that. Okay, that gives you all the systems of how do you generate different kind of hooks. Yeah. Um, so hooks are one-liners. Like for example, 23 points to make your kid mastermind with whatever the product name. You can do something like that. Okay. Or if you guys are here, I can probably give a different kind of a hook as um, 5 years back, no one knew me as a closer. Today, we have crossed more than 357 crores of business. Here is the point. There are the three things that you should learn. You got this? This is a trigger. Are you able to see this? So this is something that I can use it in marketing. I can use it in business. I can use it in my personal life. I can use it on creating my good relationships. I can do it in spirituality. Yes, I can do all these things. Hello?
हम्म।
Good. Okay. Now, how to design a hook? How to do all these things? Now, that is a kind of a big thing. If someone wants to learn Copywriters Club, you can connect with us. Probably, you can talk to one of the advisors. If you are fit, maybe we can give it to you. Okay. Next point.
हम्म।
I realize if we understand triggers better, we can use it in many places, right? It is mostly about the environment, right? So what we are talking about is the words if we are into copywriting or letters, text, but it can vary in different formats as well. And uh, triggers, it can depend on various types of audience as well, right? So same उबलता हुआ दूध देख के किसी को लालच आ सकता है, कोई बोलेगा नहीं छूना है, जल गया था. So if we implement this in the business, then I think it's identifying the right customer and inciting the right type of trigger for them to make the business happen.
Many people come and say, Dada, I don't have business. Actually, it is not that you don't have business. You don't know how to connect with people, create the right triggers, create the right engagement patterns, create the right meeting systems, and create how the closing has to be done. And then comes the delivery things that you want to do it by yourself or you want to outsource it. That's a different thing. Correct? There's nothing else beyond that. Yeah. Anyone else would like to share? We're going to end this in the next 2 minutes. Go.
Yes, Paritosh here.
Yeah.
The two major things which I could found here is first is the trigger is the hook by which you can get the attention of someone you are seeking to or you want to do your business with an ideal match or an ideal partner or a prospect. But the second, which is more engaging, is the intention. Once you have an intention or a purpose, then all your hooks are aligned to it so that you can get people into your system. But if you are not having a purpose, you might be hooked to somewhere else, and that will take you away from the purpose. So your productivity and everything goes down. So ideal thing is to set up a system where you will get hooks and people will flow into your system rather than you running away and bringing
Yeah.
down the business and the productivity. So you need to aware both ways.
Lovely. And I think it is nicely said. What if this can be automated? Whatever the entire cycle I told you, if this can be automated, boom. Now you tell me what you're going to do. You have a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of things. So here is the thing. When you don't have money, the first thing that you need to do with the time is survival. Hello? Stage number one, survival. Stage number two, you want to do something for your family. That is called as stability, right? Okay. So you do something to stabilize your family and all those things like food, roti, kapda, makan and all. The third level is called as security. Now you start saving that money so that the future is more secure. Security means some kind of nonsense that can happen in the future. And then you look at scalability. That is the fourth element. So first one, survival. Second one, stability. Third one, security. Fourth one is the scalability. Only when you have reached to that scalable level, only then it is advisable to go into the charity part. Or the last part is called as the spirituality. Did you get this point? Okay. So with money, your mind will change. If you are in a survival zone, you cannot become somebody in the scalable zone or a security zone. If you are in a security zone, you cannot think of a high level of an intensive level of charity. It is impossible. So only when they do it, it's in a mass way. Yes, you can combine all these things in a different way, might be in steps. Okay, but it gives a lot of sense because money will change you. So when you are doing a charity, when you are in a survival level, that is devotion. That's a different kind of things. You have a too much of empathy, too much of love. You are Sri Chaitanya. Okay. Otherwise, you will not be able to. Survival level, it is all about me and me. Yes or no? You see, the consciousness will change. When you go to the highest level of scalability, when you have a lot of things and you have entire, enough of, money for your comfort and luxury and everything, that's the time you have nothing other than just helping the community to grow. Hello, helping the world to become a better way. Some people can jump one state to another state. They become godly people. They become saint and all those things. Hello? It's a nice thing. But all of them are into this cycle. Yes or no? Now you call it as a karmic cycle, business cycle, marketing cycle, sales cycle. It is up to you. I'm just showing you that this is the cycle. And this is the one part we do inside our flagship programs. Okay. So once people learn this, they cannot go back to the lower dimension of thinking. It is impossible. Okay. Once you have reached to this, once you have tested the biryani, you don't like the rice and dal. Right? It is like that. Yeah. Anyone else would like to add? And we can pause
Yeah.
it.
Normally, I understood where I am at the survival and at the charity level. Sometimes I try to do charity when I'm not even finished the basic levels. So, which is one thing. Second thing which I understand is communication. Normally, we understand as something that we speak, but there are so many structures behind it. For example, like in terms of creating a trigger, as the person wants, right? Even though we are helping, but we are creating a trigger so that it makes sense for the other party. So a lot of thought goes in behind that, and there is a structure to it, which is what became very, very clear today. So I'll start applying that. And not only
Yeah.
that, we can even use automation to put this all together so that your effort is reduced as you get more kind of maturity and the skill in terms of using it.
Yeah. Actually, automation is not just in decreasing or increasing your effort, but automation also will increase more responsibility because uh, before you design an automation, you need to have a proper operating protocol which is working good. For that, you need to do all this testing. Otherwise, the automation will not work, right? And when you are into automation, it is a high-speed things. And at that point of time, if you are not monitoring and analyzing this minutest change, it might lead into a big problem. It is a big problem. I'll give you an example to me. Okay, many, I think around many months back, I think last year, I guess, we did one, a marketing campaign, and I had left one of the things which was open, and the price was, I think, 99 rupees or 108 rupees, something like that. And the automation started, but there was a glitch in this entire thing. And we put a lot of money because it on the protocol it was working fantastic. But there was a small problem here. In the payment gateway, there was certain numbers which was reflecting in a funny way. We started it small, but it ended up in a big, huge number, which we never thought. Now, that was the kind of a positive things. Okay, many people joined in. They all paid this 108 rupees, and it was a kind of a great thing. The opposite was also there. In this automation, one mistake, if it is there, the mistake is connected to everyone. It is like a template. Okay, let's take the example of the person who is into printing industry. If one spelling mistake is there, and if you have started the automation, all the pamphlets or leaflets, whatever is printed, is going to be wrong. Yes or no? Just one mistake. So if you have not done the monitoring systems, quality checks, analysis of the all the protocols and everything is not set, before that you should not automate. Many people think, oh, automation will save time, but before automation, it needs a tremendous amount of focus, tremendous amount of effort. Are you aware of it? So what people to do? That's why you have to come to people like me, where I give you the framework, give you the checklist, do the things, boom, go. It cannot be mistaked. There is no mistake at all. How? So it has been done every time, rehearsal, 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 and people don't like to do hard work. Yes or no? People don't like to do smart work also nowadays. People like to do something called as framework. Hard work will never work. Smart work will also fail, but frameworks will never fail. If it is done in this way, it has to be done in this way. You cannot change it. Yes or no? Impossible. All right, guys, that's all from my side today. We will meet tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will actualize this. Today, we did the purpose part of it. We give you the cycle of interceptions. Every week, there is a new topic which is going to be coming in. How long we are doing? If you need a copy of this video, or if you want to come and join in this session, you can join to Dum Mastery Facebook group, where we have got more than 5,000 of such kind of sessions. I think more than that. Okay, all accesses you can go. It depends upon how much you can consume. Okay, how much you can take this. But I would like to say, don't start, getting into this consumption thing. Start into the implementation things. You will see the result much more faster when you implement. Just blindly, just go implement it, whatever we do here, and that will be a great thing. With that, bye bye. Have a fantastic hour. Go create more triggers, create more inceptions, and let's make this day a beautiful, powerful, and fruitful day for us. Bye bye. Take care, guys.